Alchemy. The word evokes images of ancient laboratories, mystical symbols, and the elusive pursuit of turning lead into gold. But what if I told you that the most profound alchemy doesn't happen in a physical crucible, but within the depths of your own being? We are all alchemists, whether we realize it or not. Life is our laboratory, and our experiences are the raw materials we use to transform ourselves. Just as the alchemist seeks to transmute base metals into gold, we too are on a journey of transformation, seeking to refine our character, expand our consciousness, and ultimately realize our full potential. This inner alchemy is not about magic or superstition. It is a process of self-discovery, growth, and evolution. It is about understanding the hidden forces that shape our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and learning to harness them to create a life of greater meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. This is the journey we are all on. It is a journey of transformation, of turning the lead of our limitations into the gold of our highest potential. It is a journey of self-discovery, of uncovering the hidden wisdom and power that lies dormant within each and every one of us. It is the journey of alchemy. Every great transformation begins with the raw material. In alchemy, this primordial substance is known as the Prima Materia. It is the formless void from which all creation emerges. It is the unmanifested potential that awaits to be shaped and molded into something new. In the context of our own inner alchemy, the Prima Materia represents our starting point. It is the sum total of our experiences, beliefs, conditioning, and genetic predispositions. It is the raw, unrefined essence of who we are before we begin the work of conscious transformation. This can be a daunting realization. We may look at our Prima Materia and see only flaws, limitations, and unresolved wounds. We may feel overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of the task before us, but it is precisely in these imperfections that our greatest potential lies. Just as the sculptor sees the masterpiece hidden within the unhewn block of marble, so too can we learn to see the potential for greatness within our own raw material. The key is to approach this stage with a sense of curiosity, compassion, and unwavering belief in our own capacity for growth. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step. And the first step on the path of inner alchemy is simply to acknowledge and accept our starting point, the Prima Materia from which we will create our masterpiece. The path of alchemy is not always smooth or straightforward. In fact, it often begins with a descent into darkness. This stage, known as Nigredo, is characterized by chaos, confusion, and a profound sense of disintegration. It is a time when we are forced to confront our shadow self. The parts of ourselves that we have repressed, denied, or simply never wanted to acknowledge. It is a time when our old beliefs and patterns of behavior are challenged and broken down, leaving us feeling lost, uncertain, and afraid. This can be a painful and disorienting experience, but it is an essential part of the alchemical process. Just as the alchemists must subject their materials to intense heat and pressure in order to break them down and purify them, so too must we be willing to face our own inner darkness in order to emerge transformed. The Negredo is a time of deep introspection and shadow work. It is a time to confront our fears, acknowledge our pain, and integrate the disowned parts of ourselves. It is a time to let go of old identities, limiting beliefs, and outdated ways of being. It is only by embracing our darkness that we can truly begin to heal and transform. The Negredo is not to be feared, but rather to be embraced as a necessary stage in our journey towards wholeness and enlightenment. Section 4, Albedo purification and the emergence of light. After the darkness of the Nigredo comes the dawn. This stage, known as Albedo, is characterized by a sense of purification, clarity, and renewed hope. It is a time when we begin to see ourselves and the world around us with fresh eyes. As we confront and integrate our shadow self, a new sense of lightness and clarity begins to emerge. We start to let go of old patterns of thinking and behaving that no longer serve us. We become more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and motivations, and we develop a greater sense of self-awareness and personal responsibility. This is a time of healing, growth, and spiritual awakening. We may begin to experience a deeper connection to our intuition, a heightened sense of purpose, and a greater capacity for love, compassion, and forgiveness. The Albedo is a time to cultivate positive qualities such as patience, gratitude, and forgiveness. It is a time to nurture our inner child, to reconnect with our passions, and to begin to live more authentically and joyfully. It is a time of spiritual awakening where we begin to glimpse the true nature of our being and our interconnectedness with all things. Section 5. Rubedo, the golden dawn of transformation. The final stage of the alchemical process is Rubedo, the crowning achievement of the alchemist's work. This is the stage of transformation, where the base metal is finally transmuted into gold. In the context of our own inner alchemy, the Rubedo represents the realization of our full potential. It is the culmination of all the work we have done on ourselves, the integration of our shadow and light, and the emergence of our true, authentic self. This is a state of being characterized by peace, joy, love, and wisdom. It is a state of wholeness, integration, and alignment with our highest purpose. It is a state of enlightenment. The Rubedo is not a destination, but rather a journey. It is a lifelong process of growth, evolution, and self-discovery. But as we continue to do the work of inner alchemy, we move closer and closer to the state of grace. We begin to experience a profound sense of interconnectedness with all things. We tap into our innate creativity and wisdom, and we live our lives with a renewed sense of purpose and meaning. The Rubedo is the ultimate goal of alchemy, but it is not something that can be achieved overnight. It is the result of a lifetime of dedicated inner work, a commitment to self-discovery, and a willingness to embrace the transformative power of change.